Hey guys! Today is a very exciting day as I am packing yarn because we are heading to Europe. We are going to Hungary for spring break, which is where I'm from, and I'm super excited to bring my kids back there. And I need to pack yarn for that trip. Oftentimes in the past, I have packed way too much yarn and yarn that I didn't really have plans for. So this time I really want to figure out what I'm going to be making, what colors I'm gonna be needing, and just kind of plan and prepare a little bit better so I know exactly what I'm going to make while we are there. So I kind of have been tinkering around with the idea of designing a retro collection. I'm thinking of like roller skates and 80s, 90s colors, like very fun, vibrant collection. I think today I'm going to organize my personal yarn stash, just kind of see what colors I have, what I need to pull from my shelves, and kick everything up and just kind of make a general plan of what I'm going to be making while I'm there. So let's start by kind of just going through and organizing my personal stash. Okay, I definitely need to pull some colors because what I am thinking is bright, fun colors. Like, I don't know, some apple green, water green, fuchsia color, Matisse blue. I'm trying to think of, like, I think this one could go well with the collection too. Just some fun, vibrant colors. Maybe this one, maybe even orange. Actually, wasn't purple a big color? I just have to do this purple. This is kind of what I'm thinking. I'm going to be caking those up, and what I'm thinking is that each beanie is going to have like a very colorful brim. So I'm planning on only knitting the beanies, and I'll do the duplicate stitch design when I get back. Just because we're gonna be catching up a lot with family and during the travel, I just don't want to be focusing on those little motifs. I really want to just be knitting mindlessly and be able to have conversations and look around and not have to pay attention as much to my knitting. So what I'm thinking is knitting up like maybe 4 or 5 beanies, all of them with a very colorful brim, and then maybe I will just do like an ivory. I could do natural, but I'm thinking, when I think of a retro collection, I'm thinking more ivory, more of an off-white color. So very colorful brim, and then ivory main color, and then using all sorts of colors for the duplicate stitch design. If I want to be making maybe 5 beanies, I'm going to need probably 3 hanks of the ivory color, which in my personal stash, I don't think I have any right now. So I'm going to be caking up 3 of these. This is my personal stash as far as worsted weight goes. I'm going to put away the colors that I know I'm not going to be using. I think it's pinks and purples and yellows. I like this blue. I feel like this blue is a pretty good one. So I said I'm definitely doing these. Could do this one. And I could do the green. I think I've decided. I think I'm going to be pairing everything with ivory, and I'm going to do an apple green brim with the ivory. I'm going to be this blue, the living coral, the water green, and the fuchsia. And I think for my duplicate stitch designs, I think I'll pull in more like orange and yellow and turquoise and some other fun colors. As far as knitting needles, I'm not going to be packing too much because it's all worsted weight yarn. So I'm going to bring my 16-inch circular needles, and I'll bring a second pair just because I like to do my decrease with 2 circular needles instead of using double pointed needles. I tend to lose those needles. And then I think I'll bring a stitch marker. I won't even bring scissors. Last time I brought scissors on a plane. They were small. I want to say the blade has to be like less than 2 inches. And they were very small, yet they took it. And these are worsted weight yarn, so I can just tear it. I won't worry about scissors. I got a little too excited and I started knitting up the first beanie already. It's gonna be a folded brim, so it's going to be looking like that. But good news is I don't have to bring the fuchsia yarn with me anymore. So I have my needles, I have my second set of needles, I have my needle stoppers, which I hardly ever use, but I should be using them. And then I have a stitch marker. And besides that, I have all this yarn. I'm gonna try to find a bag that fits everything, and they come in the carry-on. I have knitted all 5 beanies. I still need to block them, but they are ready for the duplicate stitch design. I started working on the duplicate stitch design on my first beanie. Duplicate stitch or Swiss darning is my current favorite technique to work with. It really reminds me of cross stitch or embroidery, and I think it is so relaxing. Let me know if you guys are interested in learning more about this technique, and I will make a video about it.